Welcome back to the Undercut podcast. Today, it is our predictions and our preview for the 2024 F1 British Grand Prix. Jack, a home race! Come on.
Race, and you're not even here.
No, I'm not. I'm in Greece for the British Grand Prix, but nonetheless, we're going to give our predictions all the same. So this weekend, last year it was, a Max Verstappen
Domination.
whitewash. But the year before, we'll ignore last year, but the year before was actually a really good race.
It was a phenomenally good race.
Yeah, 2022. We got nothing much to say about 2023, but the year before was pretty good.
It was a good race, yeah.
Yeah.
Britain usually stirs up a little bit of a good race. No, it's not always the guy at the front, but there's always a battle for a podium.
Exactly. There's always a battle for the podium. And as we've got on this picture here, here's Silverstone 2022. I'm showing them the canvas.
Through goes Hamilton.
What an iconic moment that is.
Chills. I literally get chills every time I hear that.
I have to go back and rewatch it every so often. But it was a fantastic battle between Checo, Charles, and Lewis, and obviously Lando there in the background with I think Gasly. So that was pretty cool.
No, I think
was it Esteban?
No, that's Alonso in the Alpine.
Was it Alonso?
That's Alonso back in the Alpine, 2022.
Oh yeah, it is 14. Alonso. Yeah, it is. Hopefully we get to see something similar this weekend. Speaking of which, let's move straight on to the predictions then, shall we? Let's move on to the predictions. So let's go for your biggest flop of the weekend.
Biggest flop of the weekend.
And Perez and Aston Martin don't count.
What? Well, that's not fair.
Well, they've been flops. It's a cop-out, man.
It is a cop-out, to be fair, yeah. You're right. Fair enough. Chill out. Biggest flop. I'm going to go with Valtteri Bottas.
Okay, right. Why Valtteri Bottas?
I think, well, we know Staker in a difficult position.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. Bottas was probably never going to get above 15th anyway.
Yep.
But I can just see Zhou outdoing him this weekend, which is not good for Bottas.
You think because Zhou's been off the pace quite dramatically sometimes this season from Bottas, you think Bottas will be off the pace of Zhou, and that's going to be sort of conjoined with...
Yeah, I think Bottas might be off the pace with Zhou, and especially around Silverstone, which is a driver's track. It's a fast track. You would expect Bottas to be good round here compared to Zhou. I can see Bottas being a bit raggedy, maybe getting a few incidents. Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
For Bottas.
Well, we'll see, won't we? I'm going to go with my biggest flop. I'm going to say George Russell. Now, okay, he's just won the Austrian Grand Prix.
Yeah.
So I understand why this might be a bit of a hot take, but this is exactly why he's my flop. Because I think this weekend he's going to be outperformed by Lewis Hamilton. And I think he will be quite comprehensive.
Have you heard the mad stat?
What's the mad stat?
Hamilton's been on the podium at Great Britain every year since 2014.
Yes, exactly. So this is the thing. I know I sound like a delusional Hamilton fan because George Russell, if we're being completely honest, this season George Russell has been a level above Lewis Hamilton in qualifying and in most of the races. Some of the races Hamilton has been on a different pace, but overall Russell's had the better season. I just think we've got this expectation building now from Russell. He's had a good first half of the season. We expect him to generally be in front of Hamilton.
Yeah.
But I don't think so this weekend. I think he will be behind Hamilton, and I think he'll be behind Hamilton quite substantially. Hamilton always goes well around here, as you mentioned. So I think it could be not necessarily a flop as in he doesn't score points or he bins it or anything. I just think Hamilton will outperform him where it seems generally unlikely for this season. So that's my flop. Well, let's bring on to the star of the weekend. Who's going to impress you the most?
Hamilton.
Okay, right. Well, just in direct opposition to my biggest flop. Why Hamilton, or do we not need to explain that?
I think I think he's going to win.
You think he's what?
I think he's going to win the race.
Right, you're delusional.
No, I'm not. Whoa. Right, that Mercedes, the upgrades. We saw at Spain he was fast. Now we have seen George got in front. Lewis Hamilton would have been. He wasn't far off Lando and Max's pace in Spain.
No.
He wasn't miles off.
No.
Race pace wise. Lewis Hamilton, how far off he was. He finds an extra gear in Britain. Like, I don't care who you are, he finds an extra gear, and you've got to admit it.
He does.
Like, that dogged 2022 Mercedes, putting that thing on the podium around Britain, battling with a Red Bull and a Ferrari at that time was unheard of for Mercedes.
Yeah.
He just finds an extra level, and don't get me wrong, I don't think he's going to whitewash it. It's going to be a battle, but I think he's going to win. And that's got to be a straight start because he's going to win on merit as well, whereas George didn't.
All right, okay then, fair enough. I mean, so your biggest star is Lewis Hamilton
because he's going to win.
Okay, my biggest star is going to be a team.
Oh,
and it's going to be RB, and that links in with my bold prediction of the weekend. It's my bold prediction.
Yeah.
Is double points for RB.
Double points.
Double points. RB, both of them.
Oh my god.
I think double points for RB. I can feel it coming. I think Yuki back to a normal weekend where he gets as many practice sessions as he wants. Ricciardo with his upwards trajectory. I think they could boss the midfield this time round, and I think double points for the RB boys. That's my bold prediction. But yeah, so I think that'll be my star of the weekend, RB.
Yeah.
And my bold prediction is double points. But let's move on then to your bold prediction.
You want my bold prediction?
I mean, I don't know what a bold... I mean, your bold prediction is a Hamilton win, surely. I mean, unless you've got something else you think's cooking up in Silverstone.
Well, I don't think it is unheard of for a Hamilton. I don't think it's that bold. I don't think it's that crazy compared to what it would have been back in Miami.
No, because Mercedes have made strides forward.
Mercedes have made strides forward. Hamilton around Britain, I would say Mercedes in the past couple of races maybe third fastest team ahead of Ferrari at the moment.
Well, by the sounds of it, yeah.
So it's not ridiculously bold, but my bold prediction will be Esteban Ocon to finish in the top 7.
Top 7?
Top 7.
Esteban Ocon?
Esteban Ocon.
Yeah, but you've just been clowning him the whole season.
I know.
Right, okay then. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Right, okay then, stop, yeah.
Well, no, you've been praising Gasly the whole time and clowning Ocon, and you've gone with Ocon as your top 7.
Yeah.
All right.
I just got, it's a gut feeling. You got to take it by the gut. You got to trust your gut. Trust your gut.
I'll trust your gut.
I also think Perez is going to fucking bin it.
Yeah, but we can't predict that. I mean, he hasn't binned it, but he's pretty much, he's flopped it. Let's be real.
Yeah.
The last 5 races or so.
He's about to bin it. That, he's about to bin it.
Let's move on to your pole position.
Pole position.
Yes.
Is Max.
All right. Okay. Max Verstappen, pole position. My pole position, I'm going Oscar Piastri.
Oscar?
I think Oscar Piastri's got a pole.
Oscar went well last year, didn't he?
He did, and I think Oscar Piastri's got a pole position in him. And I think
good
it might be around.
He's got quality in him, hasn't he? He's quite good at quality of a single lap.
He is. I mean, one of the things that we've criticised Oscar with is his tyre management, maybe his race pace. You know, he sort of expends his pace a little bit too quickly at the start. But one thing he has got is that one lap ferocious pace. If you've got 5 laps left in the race and you're under safety car and Oscar pits for a set of softs, you can guarantee he's cutting his way through the field. He's blisteringly quick. So I think, and he went well around Britain, as you said. I think there's an Oscar pole position in him. I really do.
Okay, fair play.
So give us your top 3 for the race. Who will be the top 3 finishers for the British Grand Prix?
Top 3, Hamilton first, Max second, Lando third.
Okay, so obviously with your Hamilton prediction in there as well. Fair enough. I just don't see it. I think there's too many. I think it's a very much based on what we've seen so far, a Red Bull McLaren domination, possibly. I don't see Mercedes being close to them, in that sort of sense. But we'll see, won't we?
I mean, the rumor mill is they have got a major upgrade coming to Silverstone as well.
Might I add how many times you've gone major upgrade and then they've been nowhere?
Might I add, when I've said they've got major upgrade was Miami battling with the Red Bull. And then I said there was another upgrade coming. Was it? Where was it?
I don't know. Where was the last major upgrade they had?
No, it was a couple races after. So we had Imola, then it was Monaco, and then it was the one after Monaco.
Spain. Spain's after Monaco, right?
No, it was Canada.
Canada.
Another upgrade, got a podium.
All right, okay, well, we'll see.
Now I'm saying there's another upgrade coming. I want some win.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
My upgrades and correlation to Mercedes' performance gradually getting better.
So it's when you mention
that
they have upgrades. Okay,
it's
okay.
Factual.
All right, fairs. My top 3 for the race. Unfortunately, I don't think Oscar will win.
No, I don't think I'll win. No chance.
I think
his race pace is not there, especially around Britain. Tyres, as we've seen, tyres are a big part of Britain, holding on to tyres.
They are, yes.
And that's not Oscar's best quality as a driver.
No,
yeah.
It's not. So I think personally, and I might be going a little bit bold by saying this as well, actually, I think it will be top 3. Third place, Lewis Hamilton.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Second place, Max Verstappen. And first, I'm going Lando Norris.
No, that's fair. So we've got the same top 3, just Lando and Lewis swapped.
Yes. I do believe Oscar will drop to 4th, maybe even 5th. I feel bad saying that if he starts on pole, but
yeah,
I just think.
Oh my god.
I do think Mercedes will be closer, but I think Mercedes will not be able to challenge Red Bull or McLaren for the victory.
I do.
No,
I don't think Mercedes. I think Lewis will.
Well, I don't. I think he'll go well enough to maybe be able to pip Oscar to 3rd. I was hesitant of putting Lewis 3rd. I was thinking Lewis 4th, Oscar 3rd, but
it's Lewis and Britain.
Yeah, exactly. So I have to say Lewis. But yes, there is. Yeah, you've got to say.
Yeah, it's an undeniable aura around it.
Yes, undeniable aura. So yeah, I've got to say Lewis. But yeah, I think Lando will win. I really do. I know we've said this for the last few weekends, and it's come so close. It feels like Lando's won more than once, doesn't it?
Well, he came
at this moment in time.
Close in Imola, didn't he?
He did.
Canada.
Yep.
Spain.
Austria.
He should have had 5.
Yeah.
He should have had 5 wins this season.
It is, but no doubt, if he did win them all, we'd be complaining about Lando Norris domination. Anyway.
Yeah, maybe.
Any final thoughts?
I like Lando. I don't like Max, so it's fine.
Yeah, but I can see it getting boring again if Lando dominates. You know what I mean? I hope we have more of a disperse.
Next year, I'm hoping it's going to be like a mad year.
Well, we've had 5 different winners now.
This year's boiling up nicely, isn't it?
It is. We've had 5 different winners this year. All we need to now.
5 different winners. Was it 5 different pole sitters?
Yeah.
We've had 4 different teams on pole, 4 different teams winning.
All we need now is for Max to just not win as many as he's winning.
We need the battle to be like, we need the top 4 or 5 to all be within about 10 seconds.
Exactly. Yes.
That's what we want.
And then we'll have a championship on our hands.
Then we've got a race.
But it is boiling up nicely. Either way, you can
It's simmering.
You can catch Jack this weekend for the British Grand Prix.
Yeah, for a Lewis Hamilton win.
Well, we'll see, won't we? Anyway, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in a bit.